You gotta motivate.
Get up and keep going.
Celebrate.
This life you've been holding.
Demonstrate
your love and devotion.
And everybody get up and get up. It's time to get it moving, y'all. Step up your game. You gotta motivate.
Get up and keep going.
Celebrate.
This life you've been holding.
Demonstrate
your love and devotion.
And everybody get up and get up. Motivate.
Get up and keep moving.
Celebrate.
This life is no illusion.
Demonstrate
the skills you've been using.
And everybody get up and get up.
And welcome back to yet another review by Zombill. In today's review, we're going to take a look at Leet Vape juices. And that's 5 of them from their black label. Now the black label just basically means 2080, and that's a PG-VG, so 20 PG, 80 VG. It's basically a dripper's line. These were sent on to me by Leet, but through Beyond Vaping, which is the owner of Beyond Vaping is Vapor Kurt, who also heads a channel called Freak Show Inc. So you can find Leet Vape juices at Beyond Vaping, but you can't get them online unless you personally contact Vapor Kurt. You can also find Leet Vape juices at leetvape.com, I believe. Let me make sure. Yep, leetvape.com, which I'll have all that information up here in the corner. So you know how we do. We're going to get some pricing information. Then we're going to come back and have us a big vape session. So let's get to the brief online tutorial for Leet Vape. Now let's check out the main website. You can find Leet Vape at leetvape.com. You'll see that he has a little bit to offer as far as some vape gear, but we're mainly here to check out the e-juice. Now he carries 2 types of e-juices. He carries the black label and he carries his regular label, which is pretty much white, so we may as well just call it the white label. Now his black label juices, which this review is about, he has 7 of them. The Big O, Cinnabunny, Custard Dream, Peaches and Dreams, Restriction, Ribbons, and Waka Flocka. Now let's look at some pricing information. You can get 30 mils of his black label starting at $13. You can get 50 mils for $22, 120 mils for $45. Now the black label comes in 3 different Nic Strengths, 0, 3, and 6. Now the black label is basically a dripper's line, which is a 2080 PG-VG. And the white label, more or less, is a 50-50 blend, which you can get 10 mils for $5.50, and then so on and so forth, just like the black label. Nic Strengths are going to come in 0, 6, 12, 18, and 24 for his white label line. And that will do it for the brief online tutorial for Leet Vape. Now, back to the review. Before I start, I must point out that I did receive these free of charge for the purpose of conducting a review, but my opinion of the product will remain true, honest, and accurate as always. So let's take a look at the black label, the black label's label. Boy, it throw you for a loop there, huh? This is Leet Vape's black label, which is basically black, and it says Leet Vape on it. And it'll also have the 2080, which it says 8020. And this one in particular is Cinnabunny. Now, there's not really anything else on the label. There is, but I can't really make it out because the black has kind of like made it fade. I've had these now for probably about 7 weeks. And Nic Strengths are on the bottom, which says 0, 3, and 6, and I know that all of these are in 6. So since this is Cinnabunny, got that loaded into my X2, and I have it on my D's 18350, which has a freshly charged 18350 E-Fest, purple version. I have this dual microcoil too, by the way, which is about 0.9 ohms, so it's within the battery's tolerance for amps. Cinnamon Bunny is basically like a cinnamon bun, and I definitely get the cinnamon, but not so much the pastry. And if there's any icing in there, I definitely don't pick up on that. I give the flavor profile on this a 7 out of 10. All Day Vape? No, not for me. Maybe somebody else, but cinnamons really haven't been my forte in vaping. I mean, I have them every now and again. But, you know, it's a sweet vape. Of course, it's a dessert style. And I give the throw hit on this, I give it about a mild 6 out of 10. And in the vapor production, I give that a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of. The next one we're looking at is called Ribbons. There it is. And I have it loaded in my iGo W5, which I have dual nano coiled, and I have that on my D's version 3 18500. Make sure I got those air holes lined up right. And I have a freshly charged AW 18500 battery in here. Okay. Now this tastes like, to me, it almost tastes like a cheesecake, but according to Leet Vape's website, it's actually fruit wrapped in sweet chocolate. It's interesting how this one has steeped out. I don't know if that's what it originally tasted like, because I didn't vape it when I first got it in, because I always let my stuff sit. I'm not picking up, I mean, I'm picking up some of the fruit, but as far as the white chocolate goes, I'm not sure, you know, maybe white chocolate after it steeps for a while starts to taste like cheesecake. I don't really know. But I'm not getting white chocolate. So, flavor profile on this one, I have to give a 5 out of 10. About midway. I mean, it could go either way. I do like it. It's an enjoyable vape, don't get me wrong. Now, the throw hit, it's about mild, so I give it about a 6 out of 10. And the vapor production is about a 9 out of 10 as well. And the next one we're going to look at is called Restriction. And I have it loaded in my 3D dripper, which I have dual microcoiled to about 0.7 ohms. And I have that on my Stingray X. And of course, I have a Sony VTC5 freshly charged. So it's going to be 4.2 volts. Now this is really a good vape. This is definitely an all-day vape for me. It's not too sweet, and it's definitely not bitter at all, because I mean it definitely does have some really good sweetness to it. It's basically caramel and coconut. So that's what I'm picking up. And then on the website it says that it's a caramel and coconut cookie. So, I get more of the coconut than I do the caramel, but it's cool because the caramel, I don't really think the caramel is supposed to overpower the coconut, so it works really well. So flavor profile on this, I'm giving a 9 out of 10. Throat hit, I got to go midway on, yeah, I'm going to go midway on this one, 5 out of 10, which is really good because personally I prefer not so much a throat hit. You know, I'm not one of those guys like, oh, give me a big powerful throat hit. No. No. I like the lesser amount of throat hit because I'm more of a flavor person. And vapor production, 9 out of 10. Pretty consistent and lots of it. So this next one, this is Peaches and Dreams. I have it loaded in my iGo-W, which I have dual parallel microcoiled to about 0.3 ohms. And I have that on my Mirandus mod with, of course, a freshly charged Sony battery. Now, Peaches and I should say Peaches and Dreams is basically looks like a peaches and cream type vape. This is really good, you know, and to date, I haven't found a peach vape that can top this one. This is like beat out all other peach vapes I've ever had. Flavor profile on this, I gotta give a 10 out of 10. Really enjoyable, all day vape worthy. Throat hit, 6 out of 10 on this one, and vapor production, 9 out of 10 as well. Now this last one we're looking at is called Custard Dream. And my camera doesn't like to autofocus sometimes, but I have it loaded in my iGo-W4 that I have on my Black Copper Stingray. Let me make sure I got enough juice on that. Yep, we're good to go. It's dual parallel microcoiled to about 0.1. Yes, I have been messing around with coil builds lately just to give them a try. And of course, this has got a freshly charged Sony 26650 that can handle 35 amps. So let's do it too. Now this is definitely a really good custard vape, okay? This is custard, vanilla custard, mixed with berries, okay? And I could be wrong, but I think it's blueberry and strawberry that it's mixed with. I'm not getting any raspberry, so I think it's just strawberry and blueberry. Which, wow, I gotta hit this one more time. So if you got some custard dreams and you're watching this with me, now's your time. Oof. Look at all the massive clouds here. Damn. Vapor's so thick in this room, it just looks like a big sauna right now. Flavor profile on this, 10 out of 10 all day long, all day vape worthy. You got it. And throat hit, I gotta give throat hit on this one a 4 out of 10 because it's like almost non-existent. There's just a slight little tingle of a throat hit, which is cool. And vapor production, I gotta give a 10 out of 10 to this one. It's definitely up there. So there you have it. There you have it, my peeps. That's 5 from the Black Label at Leet Vape, which you can find at beyondvaping.com. or leetvape.com. Check out Beyond Vaping on Facebook as well as Leet Vape on Facebook. And go pick you up some Custard Dream. Or even better yet, pick up some of that Peaches and Dreams. So, my big thanks to Vapor Kurt and to Mr. Leet of Leet Vapes. I hope you enjoyed the review. Please subscribe to my YouTube. And as always, my peeps and peepettes, happy vaping.